Time now for our ongoing series, What Lies Beneath, focusing on the latest form of drilling for oil and gas, a controversial process called hydraulic fracturing. We take you to Bradford County in the U.S. state of Pennsylvania. In that area, a natural gas boom is translating into big money for ordinary people. It's a story that some hope is repeated around the world. Jessica Stone is in Towanda, Pennsylvania, the seat of local government in Bradford County.
Hundreds of meters beneath the town of Towanda in the U.S. state of Pennsylvania lies a layer of flaky rock. It's called the Marcellus Shale, and it's brimming over with natural gas. When did you become aware that Towanda, Pennsylvania was going to be a gas town?
Probably because of my job as early as 2005 or 6.
Jeff Gonzalez says it wasn't long before gas giant Chesapeake Energy approached him to lease the mineral rights underneath his land and drill deep into the earth to harvest the natural gas.
We didn't get the best price. We waited until we got a price that, with our own financial cash flow, that seemed appropriate.
Gonzalez won't reveal the amount of royalties he and wife Diane receive each month, but he says it's made paying for his daughter's wedding easy. So it looks like a lot of landowners are getting in on the boom.
Oh yes, oh yeah. It's spread across our county pretty uniformly.
Daryl Martin serves in Bradford County government. Its capital is Towanda. The county has more natural gas wells than anywhere else in the state of Pennsylvania. Martin says the gas boom blunted the effects of the recent recession.
At the time the economies were shrinking, that people were losing their jobs, we were actually gaining employment here in our county.
Just to give you an idea of how integrated the gas business is here in Towanda, I'm standing at the local high school, and just about a mile from here, there are 5 different well sites with a total of 16 wells. It may not be long before the gas wells stretch beneath the high school itself.
I probably have about 15 and a half in this unit.
Okay.
We have about 3 and a half in a unit just on the other side of my home.
As an engineer himself, Gonzalez says he kept a close eye as these wells were drilled. They went down more than 2,000 meters, turned horizontally under his home, before a mix of sand and chemical-infused water gushed through under heavy pressure, fracturing the rock and allowing the natural gas to escape to the surface. He made sure, though, to have his well water forensically tested before that process began.
Yeah, I'm nervous because if my water's destroyed my home value, which is the largest single investment in my life, I'm a middle-class person, drops to essentially worthless.
Gonzalez has gotten accustomed to keeping his new industrial neighbors accountable. When he signed this lease in 2009, he made sure it said he'd get his promised 12% in royalties, regardless of the company's post-production costs.
Shall be without deduction.
You made sure this addendum was in this?
Absolutely, and so it was being offered if you asked for it.
In September, a U.S. federal judge approved a settlement in a class action lawsuit against Chesapeake Energy for $7.5 million over allegations that the company underpaid royalties to landowners like Gonzalez.
So I guess I'm empowered to think that, oh wow, I can read, and therefore I should be recovering these post-production costs.
For now, life in Towanda, Pennsylvania is speeding up. Along with the gas boom came more traffic, larger vehicles on the road, and increased crime. But the natural gas wells here are also giving the United States a domestic energy supply that could one day make it self-sufficient.
Natural gas is good. It's good for my company. It's good for my company's employees. But it's also, I think, good for the U.S. to become energy independent.
Jessica Stone, CCTV, Towanda, Pennsylvania.